Welcome to another episode of Trying How to Draw Inky Wonderlands by Johanna Basford. And in the last episode, in the last time that I used this book, I had so much joy, so I decided we definitely need more episodes. And because Christmas is coming, let's try to make a little Christmas wreath. And here I have the book. So here in the back of the book I found a Christmas wreath, or something that could be a basis for a Christmas wreath. If you want to read what I'm reading in Johanna Basford's book, because I cannot show you that in this video, I've only one camera, so it's almost the last page in her book, and the chapter is called Woodland Garland, to make woodland garlands. So what I'm using is this thing, a compass, and in Dutch it's also used, we also call this a kompas. No, that's not right. Kompas is something else in Dutch. That is something very different. And now the crazy thing is that I cannot remember the Dutch word for this. A passer. Passer, that's it. We call it a passer. And here is a ruler, because Johanna always draws only one side. Now here is the teeny tiny hole that I made with that compass. I'm going to hit that with my pencil, because then I'm sure I'm having the exact half. So I hope this is for a good view for you. So now let's read. Oh, we're just going to draw leaves and something like this. What is she doing? Oh, this is interesting. She is doing this, and then she's going to the other side, and then she goes like that, and this is like a branch. Oh, this is complicated. Let's see. Now I want to make a Christmas wreath, so I'm going to make holly leaves. Keep it simple. And if you make a mistake, that's no problem, because you are working with graphite pencil, as I am, the Staedtler Mars Micro 0.5, which came from Johanna. She sent me it, so that was really nice of her. And let's make some berries. The red berries of holly, I love them. So let's make a couple more. And the fun thing is, you cannot go wrong with this. You just can't. And maybe here we want a different type of leaf. And there are two leaves that are typical for Christmas, I think. That's holly and ivy. And Johanna has, she draws a lot of ivy leaves. Let's see if I can do that. Then let's make that leaf maybe it's a little bit behind the other ones. I'm being a little bit, this is not going to work. This is a moment of learning. It definitely is. Let's make a smaller leaf here. Let's see. Like that, and then like that. Something like that. Does that resemble a ivy leaf? Well, just a little bit. Let's make another one over here. Now this branch will have a certain thickness, so let's make that first. So let's add some berries here. This one is not good, just the direction wasn't perfect. I want more like that. I'm using the tracing paper. This is a pad of tracing paper that I also received from Johanna, so I'm just using her kit, what she's recommending. But if you have a different type of very thin paper, then that's no problem. And you don't need extremely thin paper to do what we are doing here right now. Just a paper from your printer. That's good stuff as well. Let's take a look. Well, this is nice. Let's do some holly again. No, ivy, I mean. I'm having a little bit of difficulty getting the shapes right, but well, no problem. My leaves are a little bit different from the ones that Johanna is making. It's all very small though. Maybe I should have made it a little bit bigger, but well, let's continue. I think I'd like to draw a flower here, and it's a flower that is very common in the Netherlands around Christmas. We call it a Christmas star. And you already told me a couple of years ago the English name, and I forgot. I know it, but I just cannot reach it in my memory. Do you know that feeling? You know it, but your memory is just not telling you what it is. It doesn't want to release it. But it's a red flower. Well, actually, it's the leaves of the plant are red. A couple of the leaves are red, and that makes it look like a very large flower, but it actually isn't. The flower is only here, the center. But because of those beautiful red leaves, it looks very impressive. Something like this. And then maybe we can make, well, maybe another one. I'm not sure yet. Or let's make another branch first. How about a branch that goes like that? And then curls. Maybe it curls over here as well. Or not. Doesn't want to curl, it seems. So, are you having special plans for your Christmas celebration? Or do you have some sort of tradition that you do every year? Is it with family or friends? Here in the Netherlands we have, most people are with their families with Christmas. And make another branch. And maybe here I make a second flower. I think I like that. and I'll keep it a bit sketchy. That's okay. Well, let's take a look. Okay, well, let's trace it to the other side. Or no, I think first of all I need to use a pigment liner to clean things up a little bit. Let's see how that works. This takes quite a lot of focus and concentration. But I think it's working. Here is the end of the branch. I used to have a lot of concerts in December, but this year it's not that busy. Not a lot of singing this year. And actually that's fine with me. I have only 3 concerts. One of them is being the soloist, so that asks for a little bit of preparation. But other than that, it's only with the choir. So it's quite a relaxing month of December. Well, my inking is not as smooth as Johanna's. Her inking skills are extraordinary. So smooth. So it turns out that this is not a wreath, but more like a garland. Well, that's okay. So next phase, I will erase the graphite so that the drawing will become more clear. I will leave this one here, this line, because I will have to fold the paper in order to turn the sketch over to the other side. To turn it over, that is not what I mean to say. I have to copy it to the other side. So now it's time to fold this. Let's see. Exactly here on that line. Something like this. Now the question is, can I see through? Ooh, it's difficult. I can see through a little bit, just a little bit. Well, let's give it a try. I will use a pencil first because I don't want to make any mistakes. Now you may think, what is she doing now? But there is a piece of this garland that is, look, this, and that's going here, of course. So now let's go to the other side. Here we go. Oh, this is very difficult to see. Can you see it? Well, what I'm going to do is trace what I see, like like that. I'll do that now and then I'll come back to you when it's finished, because this is going to be boring. So see you in a couple of minutes. Well, I'm back. Eventually I took this to a window and placed it against the windows so it was easier to see through the paper. So now let's ink it. And this pen, this Staedtler Pigment Liner, goes so smoothly on this paper. I completely understand why Johanna is using the combination of this paper and this ink pen. It is very, it feels very nice. So smooth. A couple of weeks before Christmas here in the Netherlands we celebrate the Sinterklaas feest, Santa Claus, Saint Nicholas, and we give each other presents. And the last couple of years there have been huge controversy about not about Sinterklaas, but about his friend, and I'm sure you've heard about it, his friend Black Pete. Huge controversy, because suddenly people are starting to realize that this black painted figure might have an origin in slavery. For the kids, of course, Black Pete is just a black man being very, very friendly, giving you presents. But many adults are having second thoughts about this figure, and now they are trying to find a way to reshape this figure. And it turns out that is quite difficult, because something that has been a tradition for a long time needs to change now. At least many people feel like it should change, and that turns out to be quite difficult. Well, almost there. Anyway, we are going to celebrate Sinterklaas also with my nieces and nephews, and that's always a lot of fun. And then a couple of weeks later, 3 weeks later, we have the Christmas parties. Well, this is it. Now let's do some erasing. And I start here on the lower side because I think this ink over here needs to dry a little bit. So this is the end result. Well, this is the beginning, because now I will have to start coloring. But I think that will be a different, a second video. So, well, this is my first Christmas wreath made with Johanna Basford method. And I really enjoyed it again. It was really nice. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed the book of Johanna as well. How to Draw Inky Wonderlands. It's a very nice book. I can recommend it. So see you in the second episode where we will start coloring. Bye bye.